Hallo Klaus.
Guten Morgen, Nicole. Hallo, Josef.
Guten Morgen.
Wir können uns hören?
Ja.
Ah, super.
Mich auch. Nicht.
Den Wladimir hört ihr auch?
Good morning.
Mich kann man auch hören oder soll ich mich? Ich muss nichts machen.
Könnt ihr den Wladimir auch hören?
Wahrscheinlich nicht, oder? Nee.
So?
Nee.
Also ich muss vielleicht kurz erklären, dass wir, Augenblick jetzt mal, also das Bild und der Ton kommt alles praktisch über meinen Rechner. Das ist alles praktisch über den, als Klaus bin ich jetzt angemeldet, richtig?
Okay, ja.
Ja, das heißt praktisch, ich übertrage Bild und Ton, Wladimir ist halt eingeloggt. Habt ihr die Möglichkeit dann, das Bild von uns immer groß zu machen für die Zuschauer?
Ich denke schon.
Okay.
Zkusíme kameru, prosím.
Müssen wir bloß noch mal kurz gucken, ob ihr den Wladimir hören könnt.
Kann man mich hören oder nicht? Nee,
Ja.
glaube ich nicht. Doch?
Also
geht.
Wladimir hört ihr auch. Und wie gesagt, sein Ton kommt auch über meinen Rechner. Ja, weil ich schalte die ganzen Kameras hier, mache die Detailansichten und schalte die Bildschirme und Wladimir spricht und zeigt.
Ja.
Okay.
Bude to tak.
Are you ready, guys? Session.
Yeah, ready. Can you hear me? Is everything
Yes.
fine?
Yes, I can hear you. Good morning.
Good morning.
Tak, dobrý den. Když tak kolego, vypni si prosím na chvilku zvuk. Dobrý? Zvuk. Hotovo. Super, já se omlouvám. Dobrý den, vás tady vítáme na webináři K2 Systems v rámci Kraných Solaru. Mé jméno je Nicole Augustin, já jsem marketingový manažer v Kraných Solaru a kolega, kterého vidíte, nevím, nalevo, napravo, má žluté tričko minimálně, tak je Josef Haspekl, náš technik. Dnešní webinář bude v anglickém jazyce, bylo to vlastně, máme to psané i v rámci registrace. Nemusíte se však bát, budeme mít i záznam z webináře, následně bude i přepis, to znamená, pokusíme se nějakým způsobem udělat i nějaký překlad pro vás a uvidíte ho na našem YouTube kanále, kde bude uložený. Kolega Josef Haspekl je tady dneska proto, že kdybyste měli jakékoliv dotazy, ať už jsou to dotazy technického rázu, ať už jsou to dotazy ohledně toho, že něčemu třeba nebudete rozumět, napište nám do chatu a on vám tam bude odpovídat. A to je asi všechno, takže já teď předám slovo kolegům z K2 Systems a přeju, ať si užijete super webinář a snad načerpáte nějaké znalosti. Ještě teda vlastně možná upozorním, připomenu, tento webinář je vlastně jeden z těch prvních, my vlastně máme naplánovaný 3, které na sebe navazují. Dneska je to takový začátečnický, ukážeme si nějaké základy a vlastně už teď se můžete registrovat rovnou na příští týden, kdy je vlastně je navazující další webinář pro pokročilé a následně pro experty. So I would like now to you can speak right now, Vladimir. I just say hi to others and welcome.
Okay, so welcome everybody. My name is Vladimir Gedin. I'm technical sales manager at K2, responsible for Central, South and Eastern Europe. Today I will show you some our standard products, a little bit of our web pages, and make a short introduction in base, mainly about designing roofs in base. So I would start with our web pages. Let me share a screen with you. So this is our web page, K2-systems, if you can see it, K2-systems.com. Our main web page is mostly for marketing, and here you can see some details to our company, for example, some locations, news, some information about quality. It maybe can be useful for you to check here, to see here, because here is also some our certificates and important for you guarantee terms. So this part is about our mounting systems, our digital services, and resource center. Resource center, it's also should be very important for you, because here you can find our webinars. You can find here information about coming seminars, the date and time where seminar, when the webinar will be shown from us. Also here you can find K2 training. It's also very useful to do it if you are a beginner, or even if you have already some knowledge about our products, about K2 base and so on. It's really useful. It's made like a test, and you can get at the end a certificate that you already know our products and so on. You can show the certificate to customers as well. Really important are our tutorials. Tutorials are short videos made by us explaining a lot of things. Loading, exactly. Here at the beginning, you have like option to filter, to select one you want to see, different filter options, for example, typical sheet metal, and you can see here a lot of videos, mostly about base, how to use it, how to do their design for your customers, for your projects. But also some videos like this one explaining our components, how to install them, how to use them. Also in the resource center, you can find FAQ to our products and download library. But a very important thing to say about our web pages, that we have like 2 web pages. This one is, as I said, mostly for marketing, some news, some overall information about everything. And here you can find in the right corner a product catalog. It's another web page from us, and this is mostly for technical information about our products. Example, here can you find everything about our mounting system. So here you have systems for pitched roofs, here systems for flat roof, or you can look for the system another way around. So select first the roof covering you have, and then for example, over corrugated fiber cement, you can find system and choose it from here. Also on this web page on product catalog, you can see our components with list price, with article numbers. Here, if you have different parts, for example, here you have a possibility to select one in the right length. And here you have also some filter options, because the list can be very long, like here, for example. So if you're looking for example, only for hanger bolts, you can click it here and get the information only about the hanger bolts. Also important for you is this My K2. It's quite new from us. For example, from our main web page. You can go there over this logging in option. It's important to say this login details that you use for base is also your login details for our web page, for Make-it2, and also for product catalog. Product catalog as a login details is important if you want to see a data sheet to our products. If you're not logged in, you cannot open it, but if you are logged in, you can see the details to our products. So this is the data sheets, like this one, for example. So today I want to do like a introduction in our systems, in roof types, and so on. So we will start with maybe the one of the easiest is a trapezoidal sheet. So trapezoidal sheet metal is self-explaining. Maybe I can show you here what does it looks like, because we have not samples for all type of roof coverings in our webinar room, in our video room. So the first one. So if you get a request from your customer about covering about K2 systems for trapezoidal sheet, the first so your first question to your customer shall be what trapezoidal shuttle meat you have exactly. And here in downloads option, example, you're going about scope of application, trapezoidal sheet, metal sheet. You select a system, not important which one. And here in download section, you can find checklist. So it's very important that you send your customers this checklist to fill out, because here you have all the information we need from your customer, or Kranich needs from your customer to calculate for you the project, to calculate for you bill of material. So you have to fill it. And the most important part is this one. Bigger for you, where is explained which details of the trapezoidal sheet metal do we need to calculate for you the project. So very important here is material, white of the crest. Here one, this one, D. It's very important for us because our short rail systems, the crest white shall be 22 millimeters or above it. So this is information you require from your customer. And let me show you our systems for trapezoidal sheet. Let us switch to another camera, and I will show them to you. Ready? Yes. Okay. So these are short rail systems for trapezoidal sheet. For example, this one is called multi-rail. This one is to place on the crest. So here you have the sealing for water tightness, and here is our K2 channel, and here is the screw. So fixing is really simple. You just screw it in with 4 screws. You can maybe see here there's 4 holes. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you use 4 screws to screw it in the trapezoidal sheet. So it will be fixed to the trapezoidal sheet itself, not to the construction of the roof. And in this one, so we have 2 multi-rails. This one is multi-rail 24. The 25. This is the length of the multi-rail, and we also have a short one. So you can compare them. This is multi-rail 10. So it's quite the same. Only you have here only 2 screws. Ceiling is also here. So it's just so in our base software, you can calculate your project, and then in there you can see if you can use only short one or if you will need both of them, or maybe you can install only with the bigger one, because for sure it can hold more loads, more wind loads, more snow loads. Another short rail system is a mini rail. The difference to the multi-rail is how to fix it. Maybe I will show it to you on our sample of this a sandwich sample, but just imagine that this is like your usual trapezoidal sheet. So the difference is that the multi-rail you put on crest, so like this one. Yeah, and multi-rail you put another way around, is going from crest to the crest. Here you have the holes to screw it in, and it also will be screwed in the trapezoidal sheet. It also has the ceiling here. It will just screw it in it. So how to fix the modules? It's very simple. You have our clamps. This one is K2 clamp, new one in black. You also have the same clamp in silver. You just install them in the rail. It's very easy, just screw it in. And here you put your model and just screw it in on the right length. It's like your model is clamped. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. This one is the middle clamp. So it's like you put 2 models on both sides of it, and we also have end clamps like this one. Exactly. Yeah. See it. It will be put on the end of your model field. So here you have 2 models on the both sides, in the middle clamp, and here only on one side. So we also have some older clamps. For example, this one. So it's different in the way that you have to put it in the other way inside. And if the new clamp, you can just turn out. So the old one must be like pulled outside. So this is the main difference between them. So these are the short rail systems for trapezoidal sheet, and we have one long rail system. This is our basic rail. So it will be fixed in another way. You have to imagine that this rail is very long. So you can make it until 20 meters long, and it will be fixed in the way that we use this basic clips. Yeah, I can show you also one of them. It looks, yeah, it's very simple. It's like a clip with 2 screws and with a ceiling side. Exactly. Yeah, to provide water tightness. Exactly. And you just put it in this way. Usually, it's not necessary to put the clip on every crest. Usually, it's like every second crest, or maybe even every third crest. But this everything you can calculate in our base software. So this is sandwich panel. For sandwich panel, we usually recommend to use only the basic rail, but it's not our recommendation, but it's the recommendation of sandwich panel manufacturers. So if you're not sure if you can install on your sandwich panel short rail systems, please contact the manufacturer of the sandwich panel and ask them if you can install our short rail systems like multi-rail or mini rail. So let's switch to the screen sharing. So the next roof covering I want to show you is corrugated sheet metal. It's very similar to trapezoidal sheets, but only the form is different. So maybe I can show it to you here. Checklist as well. So again, if you have a request, customer will need to fill the checklist. And here, it's not the right one. Let's do it this way. Here, this one. Here again, so we will need information of the height of the wave. Let's call it in this way, and the distance between the waves. So for this type of roof covering, we have also a short rail system. Show it to you. So this is our multi-rail CSM. Exactly. So the main difference is to our multi-rail. You can maybe see it here. Comparison. Get bigger. Exactly. Yeah. So you have here like. Let's move it a moment. This one is our usual multi-rail. You see that it's trapezoidal sheet. Maybe let's show it to you exactly. And this one you can see this is the wave. Yeah. This is the reason why this is suitable for corrugated metal sheet. So the fixing is the same. You use here 4 screws to screw it the metal sheet. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and you have a ceiling as well. You have just screw it inside. That's it. And then you use our standard clamps to clamp the model. So the screw is like we have different screws. Usually they look this way. Not so if you will get from us different screws, it's not a problem because they have the same aim. You can use this one as well as this one, so it's no difference. Yeah. So this is how to mount these systems in metal sheet, but also in case, for example, you don't know how good is the connection between the trapezoidal sheet or between the corrugated metal sheet to the substructure of the roof, or if you know that's not strong enough, you can fix our system in the substructure. Therefore, you will use our solar fasteners or hanger bolts. Let me show them to you. So this one is a solar fastener to fix the system in the steel subconstruction. This is a special solar fasteners with drill tip here in the end to screw it in. Exactly. And here on the top, we have like adapter for our solid rail system. Show to you how does this working. Just a moment. Yeah, I will show you with our solar fastener. It's already prepared. This one, the difference is, as you can hear here, there's no drill tip because this one is for the wooden sub construction. It can be screwed inside the wood. So here on the top you have the same adapter seen previously, and here you have our screw to fix the solid rail. It will be done in the way I show you. So this one is our solid rail. So mainly we have two types of rails we use for a lot of fasteners. Solid rail, this one, and single rail, this one, exactly. The main difference between them is how to fix, the way of fixing. So the solid rail is fixed from the bottom here, and single rail is fixed from the side. This one, yeah, exactly. Yeah. So you can see the channel to fix it. So the channel inside the rail, this one is the same. It's our K2 channel, so you can use the same clamps you use for multi-rail or mini rail or basic rail. You can also use for single rail or solid rail. Let's go back to our solar fastener. This one. So the connection is working. How do you show it? This way, maybe. Yeah. So you put it inside the screw. Exactly. Yeah. Turn it around. Maybe I will show it exactly. Just show it in this way. It will be seen now. Exactly. Say here the screw is inside. It's holding it. Just screw it so it's holding. Exactly. This is the way you do it. Yeah. Check. It's not maybe not so easy to do it. This is the reason we have developed the single rail, because it's much easier to do it from the side as from the bottom of the rail. Yeah, exactly. We fix it in this way. Yes, channel. Exactly. Yeah. So it's holding. And here you use the same clamps, as I said. Yeah. Around, putting the model and clamping it. Exactly. So this to our solid rail, the single rail. Set. There's a different way of clamping. I will show you this on the hanger bolt. This one, and you can see here this our climber, how we call it. This is for clamping on the side. Yeah. Okay, that's going inside. Then it will be tight. Exactly. How to do it? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Here you can use the same clamp. Yeah. These are coverings. Them you can use if you have black models, and if you don't want that you can see the silver rail on your black models. the end cap is also only there to make it looks good from the bottom, from the earth, so you don't have this entrance to the rail. Let's go maybe to the corrugated fiber cement. It's another covering type. The main difference between corrugated metal sheet and corrugated fiber cement, there's a fiber cement is very fragile, so you cannot mount anything on the fiber cement as well. So you will need every time to go in the subconstruction, mount into it with the same solution pass, with solder fastener or with a hanger bolt. So let me show you maybe some of our assembly instructions. It's very useful. So let us do it with the solder fastener. So here you always see components which are used with the system. This is the same. So solder fastener will show you this rail, T-bolt, and here, fiber cement. This is our fiber cement. This is the solder fastener, how it shall be fixed, how it shall be screwed in the fiber cement. Here you also have here the exact instructions how to drill the fiber cement, because the hole here in the fiber cement must be bigger than the screw, because if the loads are coming, this solder fastener will move inside the hole, so there's supposed to be some more space for sealing and to make able the solder fastener to move without damaging the fiber cement, which is very fragile. So this is how you fix it. You make the drill in the fiber cement, and then you screw your hanger bolt inside the rafter. So the next covering I want to speak about is a metal here metal seam roofs. It's often happening that the end customer or private customer cannot see that this is a seam roof. They think this is trapezoidal sheet, but here is a big difference between them. Maybe I can show it the best our assembly instructions. So yeah, here. So there are different types of these seams. This one is a so-called standing seam. This one is angled standing seam. See here the angle. Bigger. Let's make it exactly, yeah. So let's do this one more time. So this is a standing seam, usual one. This one is angled standing seam. This is round seam. And for different seams, we have different solutions. Here some more examples. Yeah. Here, for example, also some types of seams. Exactly. This is so-called rib roof. And this is another one. Yes, rib roof. So how we do, which solution do we have for this type of roof covering? I will show you. There are different seam clamps. You can see them here already. I will show you now them live. So there are different seam clamps. For example, this one for the round seam. See it? Yeah, it's easy to mount. You just figure or put it inside, and you have to put the seam inside it, lock it, and clamp it. Exactly. On the top, this is the channel for the T-bolt. So it uses the same way. Show you. So here you have the T-bolt. And the solid rail, as usual, is going on the top of it. This way, exactly. So this for the round seam. This clamp is as well for the round seam. Okay. What else do we have here? Some clamps for the standing seam. The seam is going here inside. It will be clamped. Screw. Show it. Exactly. This is the channel for this, for the T-bolt. Again, there are also some clamps which can be used with our single rail and have already climb on it. This one, for example, is also for the standing seam. Is a single channel. It's already show it exactly. The channel here you have the climb on it exactly. And this one is to mount our single rail. So like usual, just put it inside. Exactly. And so I have here a single rail on it. Exactly. Yeah. So it's very easy construction. Then, like usual, clamp side the K2 channel and model on it. Thus, the only different solution completely is like this one, because it has already K2 channel on it, like a rail. Just put clamp inside it and clamp it. So these clamps, the seam clamps, are very different. There are a lot of different seams. If you are not sure which clamp shall you use, please ask Rani, or you can write also directly to us and ask us which seam clamp do I have to use, because it's not easy to choose correct one. So, if you have any questions, you can write them in chat for me or for Joseph. So let us proceed. The next type of roof covering we want to talk about is a tile roof. Tiles here. So for roof tiles, we have plastering solutions. These are our roof hooks. There are a lot of different roof hooks because the tiles are very different, and yeah, you have to select the correct roof hook. And for these roof hooks, we use the same rails, the same solid rail and single rail. Let me show you some hooks, maybe first. Exactly. So the main difference between the hooks is already in their name. So we have single hooks, which are for the single rail. Usually they have already clamp on it. So you can, like usual, like you already know, to put a single rail inside. Just and also we have solid hooks. Okay, put it no. Here, solid hooks are for the solid rail, like this one, for example. So you can see it's also done like usual with a T-bolt. T-bolt inside, like usual, and the solid hooks are often from steel. This means that the it's a bit thinner than aluminum because to get the same hold power, you need more aluminum than steel. But yeah, to say it's our aluminum hooks have the same power as the steel hooks, but they are a bit thicker. So we have here also a construction to show you. Can we show it? Yeah. So you can see here, hook is already mounted. How you do it? Yeah, you remove the tile from above. Usually you have this case. Okay. So usually you have to work on the tile to remove a part. Here. Oh yeah, here you can see it. So yeah, cut it off here. See it exactly, and this is going on it. Exactly. So maybe you can we see it? Yeah, exactly. Like so. To let the screw inside exactly. Here's supposed to be a distance below the hook, between the tile under the hook and the hook itself, because if floats are going on the hook, it has not to damage the tile until it. But this tile is okay to put it on the hook because here nothing can happen. Exactly. And here is our single hook. So we mount here our single rail, as we already know, with the climber. It's going inside fast by the screen. So that's all. Okay. So maybe yeah, another important thing about the hooks. For example, this one is called 3S roof hook. 3S it's called because you can change the height here. It's depending of the button you have. If the button is low, you can just put it down. There are different options, and for this hook, you can see here also. Yeah, this it's also an option to so you can move it higher or lower. Yeah. For single hooks, we have also this option, but this is supposed to be different hook. I believe we have it here somewhere. Maybe not. Okay. We don't have it here in the room, but I can show it online. It's called 4S hook because you have here an additional option, like I show you the solid rail. Okay, exactly. Yeah, my colleague is saying is that we have here 4S. Yeah, we can show it maybe here exactly. Yeah. So you have here this option to move it. This is bigger. Okay. No, we don't have one. Oh, okay, it's okay. It's okay. It's fine. I believe because we all can see it. So if you will, that is out. You can move it higher or lower. This is like fourth option. Make it a bit higher or a bit lower. Exactly. Okay, so the last roof covering for pitched roofs is bitumen. Bitumen roofing here. So for bitumen roofing, we have our new solution. It's called splice foot. It looks like this, and the main difference from this fastening is the sealing here on the bottom. It's specially designed for bitumen roof covering, making it watertight. I can show you a sample. Our sample doesn't has the same sealing on the bottom, but just to show you how it looks like, how to be fastened. So this is our splice foot, and there are two options to fix it. The first option is with 4 screws in these holes. For smaller screws, it will be fastened in the wooden deck. And second option is to mount it with a bigger screw. Exactly, yeah. With a bigger screw in the rafter inside. Then mount it with the single rail. So this time you have the T-bolt. So the T-bolt is going inside the channel. inside the channel. Actually, we go past it here. And you have it on it. The single rail. Yeah. So these are all our solutions for pitched roof. Now we can switch to the flat roof. So flat roof, there are different types of covering for flat roofs as well. But for most of them, our solution is very simple. We have our D-dome and S-dome solutions, which will be put on the roof covering. And maybe it's like, yeah, maybe I will show you it right away. Space, wait. So this is our sample for our dome solution. So these are the MAT-S parts. Yeah. So you can put our flat roof systems on the top of foil or bitumen or concrete. It's not important. So it's for every type of roof covering for the flat roof. So we have two types of these flat roof systems. It's S-dome. S-dome means one direction, south direction. So this type is exactly the S-dome. So you can see here, you put model in this direction, it will be lifted to 10 degree here, or there's also another option. I'll show it completely. Like that. This one is for the 15 degree. As you can see, the only difference, it's like the angle is D. It's like here's a bit different angle. And the peak at the end is higher for the 10 degree. So you can put the model here, it will be 15 degree, and here is 10 degree. So the system is usually, so yeah, it's different. It's about the roof inclination. If you have the roof inclination 3 degree or less, you can use only ballast. To place the ballast, we have different components. This is the simplest of them. This is our speed porter. It's very simple to use. You just put it on the basic rail, so it doesn't move. You put here the second one close to it, and then a stone ballast, so just usual walkway stone. Yeah. If you have a roof which is pitched above 3 degree, you have to use anchors. I believe we have one here somewhere. Yeah, exactly. Oh, nice. That's the big. So this is the anchor. The anchor will be mounted the surface. You have to screw it in, and then it will be connected with our rails. So you have to imagine you have the anchor in two rails, both sides of it. Yeah, and it will be connected to the both rails to hold it. Yeah. This is our S-dome. So south inclination. I will show you. So here you have S-dome, exactly for south, and this is our D-dome. So the construction is quite similar. You just see that the peaks are close to another. You have to is two peaks, and you put this in double direction. This is the name D-dome. So double direction, east or west. And we have different types of S-dome and of D-dome, but I will show you in next session what is the difference and which dome you have to choose, you have to use. And another our system for the flat roof is dome 0. So the difference is that this one is roof parallel. So the greatest advantage of it is that you can install more models on the same roof because you have here no distance between the models. Like, yeah. So this is quite all our standard solutions. Surely we have some more, but some of them are, for example, already old or are used for special roof coverings. Yeah, we can make like a short break for answering questions. Joseph, are there a lot of questions? Do I need to make a break to answer them, or it's okay? Or can we check? Okay.
Jestli se připneš.
No questions at the moment.
No questions. Okay. Everything is fine. Okay. I'm glad there are no options. So let's switch to the base. So today I will show you like only how to create a roof in base. Like also a short introduction maybe. I have already prepared a place where I can show it to you. Okay, make it too. Yeah. So my colleague is asking to explain you my K2. So my K2. So it's also quite new from us. So you have here several options. Price estimator, maybe it would be important for you. Oh, sorry. Out. So here in my price estimator is created for estimate the price. You can select here roof covering, mounting system, material system. Exactly, fastening methods, power, model power, and number of models. Exactly. Select your country, Czech Republic, and provide discount 20%, and let's calculate it, and you will get the price, KV peak and price per model, project price. So it's very useful if you don't have exact information, for example, and cannot design it in base. You can just estimate the price and send it to a customer. So also here are some links, for example, for K2 training. K2 body is no option of us. I will show it in the third session. K2 base, Doku app, product catalog, community. So like our links. Yeah. So let's switch to the K2 base. First of all, about this dashboard. So here you have some options like create new project, open project from K2, open from a file. This means K2O file. You can create it anytime by clicking download, and you will have this K2 file that you can open in your K2 base. Important stuff here as well, that here, for example, you have option my projects or company projects. Company projects mean that all projects from your colleagues, you can see them as well. You can work on them as well. So that's just clicking here. Here you can filter new projects, planning, completed, realized, archived, and here you have search option is also very important. So you can search here everything for address, for the name, and so on. Location also, and here's another filter option. So you can choose the roof covering for which you have planned your project here, and which system have you used on it. So for example, here. So exactly. So let's go to the webinar. So the first step you have to do here is put the address if you have it, or you can also put coordinates. Project name, it's like you can call it as you wish. Installation date, author is usually filled out automatically, but you can change it as well. Customer name, contact person, project notes if you have any. So let's proceed. Exactly. Here, design methods sometimes is already pre-chosen. For example, for Czech Republic, it's already here because it can be calculated automatically, what makes everything much easier. Here you can see it's like automatic. It's already calculating for you the snow load zone, wind load zone, so you don't have to put them manually. Other important what you can change here, what you have to select here is failure consequence class. If you have here like this ask mark, question mark, you can click on it and you will get an explanation. It's in German, but okay. The version probably it will be in English. Here you have also an explanation. What does it mean? CC class and design working life as well. You can check it. What does it mean? And to select it. The most important part here, you have always to select. This is terrain category. It's also explained here. Yeah, you can always read it, decide which terrain category you have to choose. It's shortly explained. The category 0 is sea, coastal areas. It's when it's really close to the sea. In Czech Republic, it's not the case, so you don't have to worry about it. Never choose category 0. Category 1, if you have like big lakes and it's your project is placed very close to it and you have no forest, no trees, you have to select category 1. Category 2 is areas without with low vegetation. This one probably I can show you on our sample. So category 2 will be for sure somewhere here, for example. So you have here fields, no forests, nothing. So if you have, for example, to design this roof, you will choose category 2. So let's check category 3, areas with uniform vegetation, development with objects. So for example, our project is here is category 3 because here a lot of buildings have here trees. It's covered from all sides with buildings. There's no fields, nothing. So this one is for sure category 3. It's like suburbs. Yeah, you have not so much high buildings. This is one is category 3. Category 4, areas which at least 50% covered with buildings, with very high buildings, more than 50 meters. In our case, for example, somewhere closer to the city center. Maybe not here, maybe for example, somewhere here, for sure, it will be category 4. So everything is closed. The buildings are very high. You can see here a lot of levels. So it's like very high, about 15 meters. So here, if you will plan something here, it will be category 4. So in our case, as I said, this is category 3. You have to check it to be able to proceed. So now when it's selected, we'll go further. Yeah, exactly. This one is also important. This is for snow loads, because if it's open area like this one, the system calculates that wind will take snow down, will remove the snow from the roof. And this is important for snow calculations. Also, category 3 is here's no wind coming to the roof, and snow will not be removed from it. So in our case, it's like normal terrain. There are no high buildings, so the snow will probably stay on it, but only partially. So we're coming to roof types. There you can see the names and the picture of the roof. So it's like really self-explaining which roof type you have to select for your roof. So let us do some samples of the monopitch roof. So it's only one option here, rectangle. In here you have to select roof covering you have. For example, let us make trapezoidal sheet. So I believe this one is trapezoidal sheet. I'm not sure, but it looks for me like trapezoidal sheet. So how you draw a roof? So you have to start with the bottom of the roof. So the first edge should be bottom of the roof. Just show it like this. Hopefully, space not so slow today. If it's calculating too long for you, the easiest solution for it is just refresh the page and do it again. So starting with the bottom, link it to the top of the roof. Hopefully it will go faster this time. Yeah, also good. Maybe let us try to draw a smaller roof. Maybe it will help. So I will draw now a smaller roof, but you should know that you have to draw the complete roof every time. But just like a sample, try to do it smaller. Maybe it will help. Base, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Now we have the roof here. So let us start with here on the left. So this is if you have something marked red, that means that you have to provide this information. In our checklist, as I showed you previously, if you already send it to a customer, in the customer field, you have all the information you need. But let's make a sample. There's distance. Let's exactly here. So what is important here is that if you are drawing the roof in the way I did it, you will get here not correct dimensions, because these are dimensions if you see on the roof from above, from the satellite view. So you have to switch to the 2D mode to see the real dimensions of the roof. In this 2D mode, you can also adjust dimensions easily, clicking on it, just putting the correct information inside. Yeah. So let's talk about our symbols and their meaning. So there are a lot of symbols, and if you are putting the mouse on it, it's already you can see the name of it, explaining what does it mean. So here, for example, a new roof. If you will click on it, you will get again the same option. Select roof. Let's make another one somewhere close to other roof. So you are starting again from the bottom and pulling it off. So let us get back to our roof. So why it's important to start from the bottom? Because you can hear this arrow. This arrow means roof pitch direction. Here you can find the explanation of it. So this arrow always have to show to the bottom of the roof. If you have already a roof and this direction is wrong, you can every time change it here by clicking on these arrows. You can see now arrows here, here, exactly. And here as well, if you see this ask question mark, you can always click on it and receive the information. Watch what information you have to put. So let's come back to our symbols. This symbol means edit roof outline. In our case, it's really useful because we have like a smaller roof. Here you can click on it, you can adjust the roof. Exactly, that's okay. And then again, clicking on 2D, you can put the correct dimensions of the roof, for example. So let us switch back. This means rename the roof. So you can give any name to the roof you want, for example, trapezoidal. There are some more useful options. For example, this one is copy the roof. So, for example, it's very useful if you have not mono-pitch roof, but this roof type. You can just copy it and make the second half, and then you just need to turn the roof pitch. It will be everything correct. So the next sign is delete the roof. Clicking on it, yeah, you will just delete the roof, as you can see. This means show roof construction. In our case, since we are doing trapezoidal sheet and fixing our structure in roof covering, you will see here the crests. These are our crests. Example, if you will increase the distance between the crests, you will see that now is here changed. Okay. This bottom is showing length dimensions, so you can show them or just hide them. This is the same about the angles.
¿Me ayudaré?
No, ma'am.
Okay. This option is just hide background. So link to the 2D is already shown to you, and this one is like central, the roof. Like put it in the middle of your screen. So, what else is important? Let us take. So let's remove it. Let's create another roof. So if you have a gable roof, as I said, it's let's make it okay. Drawing it again from the bottom, pulling it to the top. So depending on the roof covering you have chosen, you will have here different information you have to enter. So for example, in this case, you have put glass thickness, for example, deck thickness, and rafter spacing. Because bitumen is, as I showed you, is will be fixed with the splice foot. In splice foot, you can fix in the deck or in the rafter. So both information you have to put here. And yeah, our useful option, you can use the pitch direction. If you copy the roof, put it on this side. Just have to change the roof pitch direction, so you have complete roof here. This is the right way to draw this type of roofs, because you cannot draw it like only one roof, the full area, because the system calculates the values like loads and so on, depending on the roof pitch. So this is the reason you have to draw two halves of it. So let's show other type of roofs. This one is a hip roof. You have here two options, triangle and trapezoid. Let us find it somewhere. Usually these types of roof form are tile roofs. Let us, this one for example, again, starting from the bottom. Starting from the bottom, first line. Then you have just to pull it to the top. Is the same. Building length is required in this case. And yeah, because it's like tile roof, you have to put here rough spacing. Exactly, you can show you the rafters. In this case, this is the rafters. We will put the hooks in. And why is this form useful? I'll show you now. Okay. Let's select a sample model and sample rail. So creating the model fields for this type of roof, yeah, it's not very useful. And you have this option like offset style. This means that yeah, maybe it's not so. In this case, let us make a roof a bit bigger, so it will be seen better. Exactly. Yeah. So if you don't use this offset style, you can put only 4 models on the roof, and clicking the offset style, you can put the model in this way, like one model, half of another model. You can put 6 models on it. So this is the reason we have created this type of roofs. Exactly. Yeah. So this one is triangle, but there's also an option to make this hip roof in trapezoid shape. Show to you as well. Again here, starting from the bottom, going to the top. Let's make it this way. Surely, you can change here not only the size of the roof, but also you can rotate the roof here. Again, in this 2D view, you can change the size, the edges, or you can just adjust it, how you want to have it. Exactly, yeah. See routes again. So the last roof shape you can create. This is half hip roof, and this looks like you can see in the picture, or maybe I can show you. It's really unusual form, so it's difficult to find it. Therefore, I will just show it you here. How does it looks like? So, yeah. Just move side. Let's make it here. Let's make it 2D. So this is the form of this roof. It's called half hipped because you have here like a particular edges, and some edges is a different angle. This one. So let's go to this, to our. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and sometimes you have a really special roof types or roof forms, like this one, for example. You cannot see it here, but here you can see it. Yeah. For example, if you have to cover this roof, how you draw it, because it's like it's very different. Yeah. You can make it in the way you just draw it rectangle. This one is a seam metal sheet. Okay, starting from the bottom, going to the top. So here, as we selected the seam metal roof, you have to select here the type of the seam. So for example, single fold or double fold. This has a standing seam. Also, you have here a round seam or some names of the seam. So you have to check which seam do you exactly have. And here you have to put the seam distance, because it will be really necessary to calculate the distance between the fasteners. So, but we're talking about the shape of the roof. Yeah. So you have the roof like this, and you want to make it to make the real shape. So you can create it with an obstacle. Adding it here. Exactly. And now you have the real shape of your roof, because here there's an obstacle. You cannot put any models on it, and you have like real shape. So let's what else we can see here. Let's go through different information you can put here for trapezoidal sheet. As I show you, you can mount our system in the roof cover or in the roof construction. You can select it here, roof cover, roof construction, and you can select here options to mount in the purlins or to mount in the rafters, depending on the roof subconstruction you have. And then you will ask the crest distance, roof material also, but it's not so important. So rafter spacing, so the distance between the rafters, and rafter height, button spacing, and so on. So you will have to put here completely different information as if you mount in the roof covering. So the same is, for example, for corrugated roof. Exactly. So if you have a corrugated roof made from steel or aluminum, you can mount our multi-layer system in the roof covering. So you select here roof cover, select wave distance and roof material. Exactly. Then it will be calculated. But if you have fiber cement roof covering, or you want to mount for your corrugated metal sheet our system in the roof subconstruction, you have to select here roof construction. Now you have to put also here purlin distance, purlin height inside. Yeah, you can mount it in purlins or in rafters. If you select rafters, the same rafter spacing, rafter height, pattern height. So for CC metal, we saw it, composite, bitumen exactly. We saw it as well. You have to put here deck material thickness and rafter distance. And for the tile roof, this is as well as this rafter spacing, which is very important. So how to design the roof, how to create model fields, I will show you in next session. So I believe this is all for today. If you have any questions, please ask now. And how our colleagues from Kranik already told you, next session will be with translation. So if you are invited to join us for the next session with translation in Czech language, so it will be maybe easier for you to understand and to follow it. Cole, Joseph, do you want to add something, ask something?
All right, we have one question from our customer. What maps do you use in K2 base? There is a question if other maps can be used with better picture.
Not in the one. So
better resolution.
Yeah, we are using Google Maps, and we are working on it. Our base team is working on the possibility to put own pictures inside the base, but now it's still impossible. Probably it will come soon, so it will be possible for you to put own picture inside and just design on it.
Okay, thank you. I will explain in Czech. Takže jenom pro jistotu K2 Base používá Google mapy, ale jejich tým pracuje na tom, aby bylo možné použít vlastní mapové podklady přímo tady v té aplikaci.
Tak, nevím, jestli slyšíme se snad, jo. Já se omlouvám za technické komplikace, pardon. Každopádně kolega ještě chtěl dodat, byla tady ještě dotaz, že jestli bude nějaký záznam z webináře. Ano, záznam z webináře bude, my vám ho budeme posílat i e-mailem, případně ho najdete na našem YouTubeovém kanále Kranik Solar Česká republika. I'm so sorry about the complication, we have some issues, but I just only say to our customer that we have this webinar on our YouTube channel, and that's all for today.
Yeah, exactly. So next session is on the 16th of February. So yeah, we'll be glad to see you all in our second session as well.
Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you.
Tak jo, děkujeme. Nashledanou.
Naschle. Bye.
Bye bye.